As I wait for the notification that I am live, I just want to, number one, pray that you had a wonderful Valentine's Day and that you had the opportunity and the chance to not only pamper yourself, but just sit with yourself and give yourself that love that we all deserve. I always tell my clients that love yourself first before asking somebody else or demanding of another person to love you. So my name is Joanne Muturi. I am a coach for women. I really love working with women because a lot of the work that we work is around really firming up what it is that you're here to do, building that confidence, shifting your mindset so that you're in a position to make decisions as a catalyst for change and really, really step into your element to do the work that you were created to do. And that's the premise with which I want to do a mini training today. And I am very excited because we are just about to get into the season where we have our Mindset Makeover program. And I'm excited because it will start on the 22nd of February, all the way to 30 days, all the way to the 23rd of March. So if you're in that space in your life where you're like, you know what, I need a mindset shift. I need something to just sort of jolt me back into realityville. No more staying in fantasy land, Christmas is over, Valentine's is over. It's time for you to get a grip of your life and make a demand on yourself so that you can do the things that you've been put here to do effortlessly. So I'm just going to quickly do a quick check-in just to see that we are live on Facebook and obviously share it to my group. And hopefully, as you come in live, I'll be able to see your comments, I'll be able to see your questions and give you the support that you need through this training. So the first thing that I want to check in with you is, are you in line right now with your goals and the objectives that you set from the beginning of the year? For most people, achieving our goals, whatever that looks like for you, whether it's a career goal, whether it's an entrepreneurial goal, whether it's creating new habits and making other positive changes, it's not necessarily the easiest thing. And especially right now in the middle of a pandemic. I was on a call earlier with some of my mastermind ladies, and we were chatting about how it can be draining. It can be very exhausting. We are asking ourselves, when will this come to an end? When will this pandemic come to an end? When will we be able to live our lives? When will we be able to sort of go back to some sense of normalcy? But again, even as we wait for that to happen, whatever that looks like, the first thing that we need to do is to get our mindset in the right place. Otherwise, we'll continue in that hamster wheel of uncertainty, that hamster wheel of, oh my goodness, will life ever change? Will life ever be the same? And also, asking yourself questions that you may never even have answers to. And I realized that we either can't get started with what it is that we want to do, saying that I'm going to do this when, or you find yourself not making any progress and then undermining or sabotaging whatever progress you're making, however little it is. So here you are thinking that you're going to make progress with whatever it is and nothing is moving, and you're wondering why. It is because your mindset may not necessarily be in the right place, or you're in that place where you're very uncertain about what the future is, as is for most of us right now. And again, we also realize that sometimes we put our efforts in the wrong place. So there you are putting your energies, putting your time, putting your efforts into things that are not serving you, things that are draining, things that are toxic to your well-being, instead of focusing on the things that are going to move the needle forward for you. So what we really need to do when we want to change or improve our lives for the better is to start with the most fundamental piece, which is focusing on our mindset. When you get your mindset right, everything else automatically will fall into place. And for me, I've learned that the first thing that we need to do is to take a mental detox. ask yourself, what are those thoughts that I'm having or I'm entertaining that are negative, that no longer serve me? And why am I subscribing to these thoughts? You know, I speak to so many people, and I recently had a conversation with somebody who was telling me that she doesn't believe that she's created to be an entrepreneur. And I said, what do you mean? And why I asked her that is because I knew her when she was young. And when she was young, she would literally talk about how she wants to launch a business, and she would, you know, sell little things here and there within the estate. And I was like, but you are an entrepreneur from a child. But as we grow up, our socialization, life hits us, you know, we get stuff thrown at us and we're like, oh, can I really do this? And that's where the detoxing of those negative emotions and negative thoughts and negative belief patterns comes in. And then also being able to say no, you know, set boundaries and say to yourself that no is a complete sentence, and that, you know, nobody should take offense or feel some type of way because you have taken a stand for yourself. So I want you to be in a position where you can take authority over your mind, take authority over your decisions, and be able to say that, you know what, this is not working for me, this is not serving me right now, and that's okay. And then part of a mindset makeover, and this may sound, you know, a bit over the top, is being able to choose your mood, determine your mood. How do you want to feel? What do you want to feel? So if you wake up in the morning and you know, somebody snaps at you, and the whole day, your whole entire mood is spoiled because the person snapped at you, you've given the power to that person. You know, you wake up in the morning and you're getting off the bed and you hit your leg on the edge of your toe on the edge of the bed, and that entire day you're just cussing everybody who comes your way, right? We need a mindset shift there, because everything that happens can cause a reaction. Everything that happens does not deserve a response, you know, does not deserve a response that will push you towards making decisions that are not final, or mishandling your emotions, mishandling your thoughts. And very important to ignore those voices, not first before other people's voices, your own internal voices. They're those voices of things that you say to yourself that are not helpful. They're debilitating. They're not moving you forward. What are you saying to yourself that is not useful? What are you saying to yourself, or accommodating from other people, and you know, co-signing their limitations, saying that, you know, they tell you that this is not possible, and you co-sign that limitation. And where are you co-signing your own limitation? And then learning to say goodbye to your bat. Oh, I'm going to do this bat. Say goodbye to your bat, not this bat. The bat, B-U-T, that, you know, I'm going to do this bat. I'm going to get this. I would like to do the other bat. You know, I would, this person, I need this person in my life, bat. I'd love support, but no, that has to go. That is part of a mindset shift, so that you can be able to see clearly past your past. See clearly past your past so that you can forge on into your future. If you truly and genuinely want to change your life, then you need to change the way you think. How are you thinking about yourself? What are your perceptions about yourself? What are your attitudes about yourself? How do you react to situations, as I've just talked about? And for me, as a recovering perfectionist, right, many of us have a perfectionist gene, especially people who really want to serve the world, really want to help people, really want to make a difference in the world. You want to make sure that things are perfect. You want to see that things are going in a certain direction. And it can be very disappointing and can bring a lot of anxiety, right? When all you're doing is churning out all these things, but you're not seeing the end, you know, the positive end on the other side. You're working yourself into a frenzy and you're not seeing the results. However, the reality is that the more time, you know, you think that you're putting into trying to sort out the problem will not solve the problems. You're like, oh, let's give it some time. Oh, let me figure it out. And you're pushing it forward. So if having more time or deciding that time is what will solve the issue is what you think will fix your issues, I'm so sorry. Time will not fix your issues. What will fix your issues is your mindset. When your mindset is in the right place, guess what will happen? You get a new way or a solution to resolve the past and move forward with peace. P-E-A-C-E. There's nothing as beautiful as peace. I pay for my peace. I make sure that I'm in a position where I'm getting the right support in terms of my peace of mind. Peace is such an essential part of my well-being, and I will do anything to make sure that I'm at peace. And then you get more confidence, you gain more confidence and a deeper understanding of yourself, right? And then you go into that zone where you're able to love yourself more, where you're able to be more kind to yourself, where you're able to be more compassionate to yourself and give yourself the much needed self-care that you need on a day-to-day basis. And then another very major benefit of you working on your mindset is less of your mind scattering all over the place. Being all over, you don't even know where to start the beginning. You sit down and your mind is busy. You go to lie down and your mind is busy. Your mind is roaming to the left. You're sitting down to have a meal. You're thinking, even before you finish the meal, what the next thing is going to be. You think about what the next thing is going to be. And you say, you're going to take a shower. As you go to take a shower, you quickly refuse to say you're not going to take the shower. You start folding clothes. As you fold the clothes, you remember that there are dishes to be done and you're all over the place because your mindset is not in the right place. So you find yourself, when you have that mindset makeover, or you're working on your mindset, you're in a position to really control your thoughts and your worries. So you end up finding that there's a dramatic reduction of stress and anxiety about the future because you're living in the here and the now. And then you realize that you're human. So you realize it's not about perfection, it's about progress. What's the progress that you're making step by step? What's the progress that you're making day by day? Right? And most importantly, you understand that, yes, you may have gone through trauma, you may have gone through things in the past that were very detrimental to your mental well-being. But you know what? You can be able to move forward. You can be able to give yourself that ability to move into the direction. So I want to encourage you, your mind, it's where you live. Make it a safe haven. Make it a place that is, that is peaceful, a place that is relaxed. And that comes from you giving yourself a mindset makeover. So for 30 days, I am going to take you through my mindset makeover program. I have done this, I do this once a year, and it's one of my most popular programs, right? And we literally have opened up the doors because we're going to be running it from, as I said, the 22nd of February to the 23rd of March. And as you have this mindset makeover, what are some of the things that you expect to experience? Number one, it's community. You'll be in a community of people who are just like you, who are like, you know what? I want to move forward with my mindset. I want to be in a place that I can forge forward and get the support to do that. And then on top of that, as you move into your mindset makeover, you'll be able to raise your vibration around success. So every single day, you're going to get a little nugget. You're going to get an email with very specific instructions that will help you to make a move forward, to recondition your current mental blocks and to move you into a strong mental shift to position you for success. So every day for the 30 days, that's what the mindset makeover looks like. You're going to receive a challenge from me. So what would we want to achieve from that time? Number one, we'll make sure that you get clear on 3 personal goals and 3 professional goals, and set challenging goals that will really help you move forward, because your subconscious mind does not know the difference between little goals or big goals. So I want you to work in a place where you're going to think bigger. You're going to expand your capacity so that you're operating at the highest mental ever capacity. And then I want you to follow the system, follow the steps. So for the 30 days, you're going to get the steps. So what is day 1? You follow day 1. Don't jump to day 5 before doing day 1. Day 1 leads to day 2, day 2 to day 3. So you're going to get very practical and actionable mindset lessons that will help lay a very concrete foundation for not only a limitless, but an abundant year 2022 and beyond. This is your year of purpose, but it starts with you being in the right mental frame. We're going to have 3 trainings. Jump in and you can ask me any questions that you have. They say proximity is power. So you will be in a room with me and you can ask me any mindset related questions, and we get to interact and bond with the other community members who will be doing the challenge alongside you. So this interactive challenge will push you hard, but in a good way. You'll be encouraged, you'll be motivated, and you'll be in a position where you will confront your fears, right? And your beliefs will be challenged, your deadlines will be set, and accountability will be enforced. So are you in for the mindset makeover? Write in the chat, I'm in, and we have the registration link for you to sign in. I'll be popping in just to give you little tidbits as I have done today, because I want to make sure that by the time we start on the 22nd, you know what it is that you're doing and that you're in a position of power so that you can be able to tap into these mindset nuggets and apply them in your life on a daily basis. So have a wonderful remainder of your day, evening, whichever part of the world you are. And until tomorrow, I'll pop in again just to check in. I wish you nothing but the best. Click on that link. And if you have any questions at all, feel free to drop me a message and I'll be happy to respond. Have a wonderful one and see you real soon. Bye.